Hello, good day folks. It is I, Lord Valderox here once again with some more Fake and Grand Order. Now then, as I said before, actually it should be yesterday's video. This time around we'll be covering the servants that are in the, what you would call, Okeanos banner. So this time around we'll be covering Drake, Orion, Media Lily, and Bonnie Mary Reed. The 2-in-1 servants. I know there's other servants that appeared in this singularity, but again, these are the only ones that are available in this banner right now if you were to pull. So, as the same as before, jump straight into battle and let's put them to the test. Okay, let's see. Yeah, sure, why not? We'll pick the first person right there. Alright. So, as you may have noticed, of the 4 servants, 2 of them are riders, so if you're looking for riders, I'd recommend either one of the 2. Drake at the moment is I believe, our only 5-star rider. Plus it's class advantage day too, so take advantage of that too. Don't do this. You had the gall to survive, huh? I mean, I can make commentary about the characters right now, but it's one of those things where I'd probably prefer right now to sit back, anyways, looking back on the previous videos, and let the servers do the whole talking. Like right now, the only way I'm gonna see myself showing their skills is by doing as such. Actually, if anything, I should probably use Drake's. Or I'll actually hold up with hers. Drake has an AoE skill, which again hits pretty much everything, on top of generating crit stars as well. 20 to be precise. Well, I believe that depends on overcharge as well. For mine, who is at MP2, it's 20. Actually, before we do that, just to drop off some stars, huh? In any case, though, increase attack and C-star gathering. That'll probably be the biggest waste I've ever seen. Yeah, she didn't get to charge. Not one bit. But I'm not too worried. Not worried at all. There's a possibility Orion might kill her. But then again, no, not likely. Orion or Artemis, whichever two you want to call her, has a single target noble phantasm, folks. The higher the MP, the more damage, and the higher chance she has to lower the charge of an enemy as well. And Medievality, as far as I know, her noble phantasm is this, well, I mean, there are other servers that heal, but hers is by far the best. Ooh. There really was no point to that, just wanted to use it again. She would work wonders in an arch team, especially alongside Tumble with that whole cooldown. Well, primarily for her other skill, the healing skill. Oh, we have another Noble Phantasm. Now, the way Anne Bonny's Noble Phantasm work is deal significant damage that gets more powerful when your HP is low to a single enemy. Special attack damage increases with overcharge. So, demonstration's in order, right? So right now, since her HP decreased a little bit, it has an increment of damage. How much? Not a whole lot, but a significant amount. To caster enemy, I know that mine at least do 130k, so half of that comes out to, yeah, minus the no attack buff. Still a significant amount of damage too. There you have it, folks. And we'll do a little quick overview of their decks as well, to see which teams, if you have the servants to pair them up, can they work well along others. Of course they can, of course they can. So when we look at Drake, she has a Voyager of the Storm, which increases MP strength, which, if you recall the last video I recorded, which was yesterday, is similar to Altera's, except this one, along with increasing MP strength, I believe it also increases the attack of all allies. And the other one was just MP strength alone. And she also has Golden Rune to increase her MP gain as well. It's B, rank B. Still, it's good, rank. And then Pioneer of the Stars. Increases your own MP gauge and apply Ignore Invincible, plus gain critical stars. A very situational skill indeed, given that not only could it be the clincher between your Noble Phantasm gain or not, and also apply Ignore Invincible, so in case the enemy were trying to evade your attack through invincibility, you can hit through that invincibility. And also gain an additional critical stars. Let's see, and then passive skills. Resistance D, Riding skill B. And Golden Wild Hunt, again, her Noble Phantasm along with her deck of cards. It's a Buster card type, and it deals heavy damage to all enemies, and again, gain a large amount of C stars. So pair this up right after pretty much using your Noble Phantasm for more critical stars to pump up whoever it is gonna be using the critical stars. And like I said, if you want, you can form a Buster Break chain deck with combination with her. Also, in addition to that, she has 2 arts cards, so it allows her to charge up even more, paired up with her NP Golden Rules skill. Now then, moving on, folks. Orion or Artemis, whichever the two you want to call her. Grace of the Goddess, EX. Greatly increase defense 1 turn and greatly increase attack 3 turns, and debuff resist 3 turns for yourself. The greatly increased defense for 1 turn. It's very situational again, folks. Could be make it or break it deal for defending Orion/Artemis in case they're gonna take something heavy from the enemy. Although defense is again situational at best, and it's not like it provides a total defense either. And same with the attack though. You always want to use it primarily before she launches Noble Phantasm to do even more damage. And Punish the Unfaithful. Apply special attack mail for yourself. It's pretty much, I guess you would call it, her specialty skill. And it pretty much makes her attack even stronger than it normally does damage as it is. We'll get to that in a second. And Mind's Eye. Reply evade for 1 turn, increase critical strength. Again, that's if you get the crit stars for Orion/Artemis as well, but very situational, very helpful as well. Passive skills, magic resistance D, and independent action A+. A very private club, A+. So I think the private one is EX. Anyways though, her Noble Phantasm, it's arts based, so you can form an arts chain with her cards and her Noble Phantasm. And as far as the skill, what it does, deal significant damage to a single enemy and greatly decrease attack for 3 turns and medium chance to decrease charge. Charge increases, chance increases with overcharge for a single enemy. So again, like I said, pair that up with your skill because it greatly decreases attack and medium chance. I'm sorry, kind of fell asleep there. Medium chance to decrease charge, which you saw in the battle a moment ago. It decreased Saber's charge. And TriStar Mora, it's anti-personnel, so it's meant to hit a single target. So it works wonders when you're fighting boss enemies that are specifically male paired up with her skill. And again, she has, I want to say, no problem charging, but again, that's very situational because from what I've seen, her hits for her arts cards are single hits. Her quick does multiple hits. Same with the Buster, does I believe single hits. So you're looking to charge her, it's one of those things where you give her Kratoses that allows her to charge faster. But again, at your discretion, folks. Media Lily. Like I said, there's plenty of servants out there that heal, but Media Lily is like, for right now, so because we haven't encountered that many difficult enemies, the healing still kind of holds off. It keeps the enemies at bar. Had I used her in the previous battle, if you've been watching my videos against, in the last, where we had challenge quest, where we were challenging Edwin Dantes in his tower, probably could have survived that last ghost battle, but again, they didn't want to, showcasing, but 3-star servants. Anyways though, not trying to get here off track. Her skills. Rapid Words of Divine. A. Significantly increase your MP gauge, which as you saw at level 4 increased from 0 to 100%. So even if you manage to only get her at level 4, there, you're all set. You only want to increase this for higher levels to, I guess, decrease the skill cooldown, but still, very good too. And Poison Resistance. A. Remove poisons and restore HP. We didn't get to use that skill in the last battle, but it's a good heal in case you can't fire off from Noble Phantasm right then and there. And then Ephemeral Love increases one ally's HP recovery amount. Pretty much, you use that skill, I guess, on a servant of yours that has taken more damage than the rest. Primarily, you use that before your Noble Phantasm and your Poison Resistance skills when you're about to heal. And then passive skills, Territory Creation B and Item Construction B. Painbreaker is the name of this lovely lady's Noble Phantasm. It removes debuffs and greatly restores HP. And this is on the whole, removes debuffs, pretty much any kind of debuffs as far as I know. And again, greatly restore HP. And since it's an MP5, you saw the amount that was recovered as well, as it was had this amount of HP as well. And greatly increases debuff resist. The debuff resist, again, it's one of those things where depends on the servant. So there's no guarantee for it as well. Alone, like I said, Noble Phantasm arts type, so coupled with her arts deck, she has, as you saw in the fight, she was able to charge up her Noble Phantasm apart from her skill pretty quickly. So again, recommended if you want to use her in arts decks, where she could be, I guess you could see, among the staller right there. Because pair up either with Tomo or Waver and you'll see your teams surviving more often than not. But again, that's for right now because we haven't encountered dangerous servants where they deals a hefty amount of damage and pretty much make the heal completely useless. But for right now, it still holds its own if you're starting off as well too in the beginning. So if you have a friend who has Media Lily on there, she'll be your goddess, your salvation. Or if you want it for yourself. Right now, as far as I know, Media Lily in this banner that we have right now is the only one that's story locked. So if you want Media Lily, you have to go a little bit out of your way to roll for her. That or you can try your luck at the story something. But again, Media Lily again, Right now that we haven't faced too many dangerous servants, she does play a role. But as we continue going on in the game, HP is going to be one of those factors that, again, you can't really rely on the whole time. Maybe, and if you, place debuffs on the enemies and have buffs on yourselves, where you increase your defense and decrease their attack, maybe it'll help just a little bit. But even then, situational scenarios, folks. Moving on. And Bonnie Mary Reed. To start out with her skills, you have Voyage A, which greatly increases your C-star drop rate. And then, along with that, following skill is Marksmanship B. Increase your critical strength. Again, pair up with the whole skill after you use gain the crit stars for yourself, which would be combination C. Increase attack for 1 turn and C-star gather rate for yourself, which pretty much, generally speaking, if she were battling by herself, you don't want to activate Voyage first, because she's going to be using preferably her quick cards along with her Noble Phantasm if you do fire it up. Anyways, jumping ahead of myself right there. Pretty much use that skill first, Voyage, and then in the subsequent turn, if she is by herself, use combination and marksmanship so she can do heavy amount of damage. Anyways, passive skill, Magic Resistance D, and again her Noble Phantasm, Caribbean Fever. Deals significant damage that gets more powerful when your HP is low to a single enemy. Usually with this type of servant, it's, again, you're pretty much playing chicken. The lower your HP, the greater chance that you find yourself you're about to get, killed? But again, it's a gamble you're willing to take, right, just to do a hefty amount of damage. But if you play chicken long enough, you'll fry. So usually when you want to use a servant like her, you want to incorporate target focused servants so that you draw the firepower away from her, so that her HP, she has tanked enough, but not to the point where she'll die in the subsequent turns. And again, with her, you can use a quick chain paired up with a Noble Phantasm, so you can generate crit stars along with her skills as well. And she has 2 arts cards too, which allows her to, again, generate her Noble Phantasm a little bit. Again, it's not a hefty amount, but still, little by little increase there. There you have it, folks. Servants in this banner right now, if you choose to pull for them, you get to choose from any 4 of these lovely ladies, plus a teddy bear on the side there with Artemis/Orion. And then you also get a chance at David and Hector. And Uriel, if you don't have Uriel. Again, not everyone has a lot of friend points to be spending on the friend point summonings, and they probably still haven't pulled the Uriel. Yeah, that about covers it, folks. Like I said in the next video, I probably won't be able to cover it in full length because, well, actually that will be for another, I believe, 2 more days, because this one, along with the London banner, for whatever reason, will lasting 2 days in comparison to the previous 3 banners. But what can you say, right? What can you do? So if you want Drake for her AoE Noble Phantasm, and again her skills, providing crit stars and generating more crit stars for another team member, again, she's a good team player. But again, keep in mind that if you don't have a certain craft essence equipped to the other servants that lets them pull this quick stars towards them, Drake's just gonna hog all the stars for herself because she's a rider. And they, as far as I know, they have the highest star weight of all the classes. And again, with Artemis, single target Noble Phantasm, which again, she's pretty much like what you would say the expensive Uriel, because Uriel can almost do the same as her, although I believe Orion has the added plus of lowering the charge, so that's what makes her stand out. Again, she can only do so much damage. And then Media Lily is like your support, which again, there's other servants that heal out there, but not as much as her up to date at this point of time of the game. And then again, add Bonnie Mary Reed. You want to take advantage of her skills, make sure you protect her so that she can fire off a powerful Noble Phantasm. And there you have it, folks. Again, it's your choice to roll. No one is telling you to roll in this banner, but if you're looking for servants in this particular banner, then I say more power to you. Or if you're looking for other servants, again, like I said, no one's telling you to roll, just illustrating right here. because why not? Like, we sometimes need a fresh reminder of who these servants are, because while we may have seen them out there and on other people's friends list, not often do we end up picking these servants. Like, I'll be honest with you here, folks. Not many friends do I have on my friends list that have Anne and Bonnie. More often than not, it's Drake that's sitting on there, and you don't get to see Anne, Bonnie, and Mary Reed shine, but they're there too. And same with Media Lily. You either have a Tamumo or a Waver on your caster support. You don't really see her on there, so you don't get to see her skills shine. But again, if you want these servants, like I said, Media Lily, with the exception of her, everyone else you can get spooked by them. But Media Lily, she is specifically story locked. So if you want Media Lily, here's another chance at her. But again, it's your choice, folks. No one's telling you to roll. Just illustrating the servants as before in the past 3 other videos. There you have it. Again, folks, I'll keep doing this. Like I said, I'll probably do another one within the next 2 days when we get the other banner. But like I said, I won't be able to showcase every servant because I know I'm missing Nikola Tesla. I may or may not decide to roll for him. Probably not, though. After the amount of quartz I already spent on him, 1,000 before when his banner came out, or so, 1,000 plus more. And then when he was featured with the Caldea boys, again, another 240 quartz. I think I rolled enough for him. But anyways, we're not here to discuss that. We're here to discuss these servants and what they have to offer you for you guys. Another chance, another opportunity. Yeah, there you have it, folks. Alright then. As always, good luck with your rolls if you are rolling in this banner. And if you're saving, well then, stay strong, folks. We're almost there. We're almost there. For those of you that are waiting for Florence Nightingale, and then for those of you that are waiting for Joan of Arc Altar, and then for those of you that are waiting for Coup Altar, and then for those of you that are waiting for what was her name again? The Queen of Thoughts? Maybe, or something like that. Anyways, though, this is your host, Lord Valrox. I wish you once again, good luck on your rolls, and good luck on the missions, because right now we have half AP. Take advantage of that, get your Ascension materials, and get your materials for Ascensions and skills. Other than that, though, folks, look forward to the next Singularity within a couple of days. Good luck, and continue having fun.